Yes, mums and dads, boys and girls, cats and dogs, welcome back to the Champions League final edition. I know what you're thinking. You're saying, Costa, that looks awfully familiar to your Europa League prediction video. And you also might be saying, it's interesting you're in this mood. I'm recording them back to back. So if you did miss my Europa League one, you can go check it out because the game would have already happened. So fingers crossed you know I was won, because it's going to look hella awkward after some of the stuff I just said. If you are new here, make sure to like and subscribe. Do that business. I want 400 subs by the end of June. Come on, it's like 30 subs away, 40 subs away, something like that. Just do it. Just do it for the boys. Do it. If you do it for the boys, why else would you do it? Sweet, cool. We got Chelsea versus Manchester City. Sweet. I'm a Man United fan. I'm going to wake up and watch a much anticipated Champions League final. Every year, you just can't wait for a Champions League final. It's the best of the best. And I have to watch Chelsea versus Manchester City. I hate Chelsea. And I hate Manchester City. Who am I going to go for? At least Tottenham, Liverpool. You know, Tottenham no one really cares about, so you wanted Tottenham to win because you hate Liverpool. Now it's like, fuck. Sweet. So I'm looking at it as obviously as a neutral, but as someone, I've got no bias towards any of these teams. I probably hate these two teams equally. Maybe City a bit more. Chelsea fans, a lot of mates as Chelsea fans. Some of them, I can handle them winning. The others, I can't. You probably know who you are, but it's my gut tells me it's a 4-0 Manchester City game. There's a sick feeling in me that just says it's got to be a terrible final, and there's a feeling in me that says Manchester City are going to come out and belt Chelsea. I was speaking about it the other week to someone, I can't remember who actually, but with the Chelsea Man City, and I said this isn't the one, you know, when they've beat them twice or something like that. I go, you're not going to beat them 3 times. I go, you probably want to lose that. I think it was in the league. You probably want to lose that one in the league. And it fixes the stuff for the final. It sounds bullshit. It sounds weird. But just trust me. Just believe it. Because the way Chelsea can win, I think, is if they just stick to what... It's going to be groundbreaking stuff. If they can just stick to what they know best. Okay, don't get caught up in the occasion. Don't get caught up that this is Manchester City, arguably one of the greatest teams of the last decade. Don't get caught up that it's the Premier League, the current Premier League winners. Don't get caught up that it's got to be Aguero's last game. And the one thing he said is, I'm not going to leave until I bring home a Champions League trophy. And his last ever game for the club, he's got the possibility of bringing home a Champions League trophy. The likes of Werner have to be on from the start. The likes of Kante, and I feel like Kante is probably the most consistent one there, who will just go on with his business and get the job done. He's got to be on. Chelsea have to be on from the very beginning. At the same time Man City can pump Chelsea, Chelsea can also go out and win 2-0. Mason Mount could live up to the occasion. A lot of these players are trying to get their names on in the Euro 2021 squads as well. So there's always motivation for these players there. A lot of these Chelsea players, it's their first season there, or it's really their breakout season. And to go and win a Champions League with a Thomas Tuchel, and who's probably sitting there saying, this job is easy, give it to me every day of the week. It's huge for them as well. As I said before, I was a bit reactionary at the start. I do think Manchester City win this game, purely because Guardiola has lost a lot of finals in his lifetime. He's lost a lot of semi-finals in his lifetime. And I feel like this is the one where he just can't lose. In terms of oppositions and opponents, Chelsea probably aren't one of the strongest opponents he's played in a final or a semi-final in the Champions League. Not to say that they're not a good team, but you compare them to like a Barcelona or a Real Madrid, those teams just felt a lot more solid. And then you get to... So then it's Aguero's last game. And we saw how emotional Pep Guardiola was at the end of the game in the Premier League, talking about Sergio Aguero. So they've got to try everything to bring home that trophy for him and give him a standing ovation, give him a proper send-off that he deserves. So I feel like there's a lot more motivation for Manchester City to win it. And I feel like something the reason why Man City aren't really. There still always feels like there's this negative stigma around them in terms of their success and how good they really are. And I feel like the lack of Champions Leagues and the lack of progression in the Champions League is kind of what's holding them to have that feeling. So I think this is their perfect opportunity. If Man City do lose, though, I think they might, honestly, they could look back and feel pretty disappointed on the season as a whole. Yes, they won the league, but you almost felt like they buried the Premier League a while ago and just Champions League, that's it. Let's do it. I'm going to give you my final prediction. The final prediction is going to be I hate to say it. I'm going to go for I said 3-1 for the Man United's Villarreal game. I'm going to go 3-1 in this game as well and go Manchester City. I think there'll be goals. I think it's got to be 3-0 and then Chelsea score to make it 3-1. My gut just tells me that it's not going to be close. I hope it is. I hope it is for a neutral fan's sake. But my gut just tells me that City are going to come out from the very beginning, hold all the ball. Chelsea might start a little bit defensively, which is why City will have a lot of the ball. But then as time goes on, they're just got to keep on picking at it. Mendy's got to make a couple good, desperate saves. Commentators are going to be saying Chelsea could very well find themselves 3-0 down already here. And then as time goes on, City continue to score. Maybe 1, maybe 2, maybe 3. Mason Mount could pull out a bit of class. And if there's a matchup that I am looking forward to, it is Mason Mount versus Phil Foden. I think the cover boys of this video of the thumbnail. If there's 2 players who I can't wait to see and I really want them to shine, it is a Phil Foden and Mason Mount, because it's just awesome seeing young players on this stage in what is often a final where it's so dominated by your big money players. If obviously your Messi, your Ronaldo, your Neymars, your Mbappe's. You know what I mean? The big, well-known players, as opposed to the young English talent who have come up through their boyhood club, which I think is actually good to see. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's tough. It is tough. It's finals day. Hopefully, Manchester United got the win the other day. Champions League is upon us. It's on the horizon. Next year, Man United got to win it, so it's fine. Please, if you did enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe. Like I said, I want 400 subs by the end of June. If you can do that, it'd be huge. Drop your match prediction in the comments down below. Let me know who you're going to think. Make sure to follow the Instagram _1-0. Do all that business. 1-0 FC's got a huge game on Sunday against the top of the table team. Like and subscribe to see that, baby girl. I'm Costa. This is 1-0. Deuces.